Welcome to Quest for the Worst. I'm Alex, and this is Spencer.
Good intro.
What else? Thank you. I was practicing in the shower. Welcome, everybody. We're back today. We're back again. We're going to be playing a game for the Super Nintendo. Today we are going to be playing Home Improvement Power Tool Pursuit. I didn't have to go and look at that subtitle. That's why that's not why I froze for a second. I knew it off the top of my head. My name's Tim Allen, and I'm here to say
that was your A game. Okay.
I was going ham before the recording, and it's been to reset, and I just lost it all. Welcome to Home Improvement Tools of Power Tool Pursuit. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Power Tool Pursuit. We're on a pursuit of the power tools. Home Improvement. I was just talking about. I don't like that logo. The Home Improvement logo.
Why not?
It's too much happening. You can't read it. Too much shit's on it. Al, today is a very special day here at Tool Time. Oh man, I can't read that fast. Tool Company is honoring their favorite TV personality. Well, thank you, Tim. Wait, hold on, wait. No, wait, you should be Al.
Okay. I'll be Al.
Not you. Oh, Prince of Plaid. It's me, Tim, the Toolman Taylor.
And how will they be honoring you, oh master of mistakes?
By adding my name to a new line of ultra power tools.
Everyone knows that real craftsmen don't need more power, Tim.
Shut up, Al, you piece of shit. I mean...
That's what he always wanted to say, for sure.
Modern man wants the same thing he did in the Stone Age. Pussy. And what is that, audience? Pussy! They always yell pussy.
Yeah. We want
more
pussy! We want to see pussy!
It's instinctual. It's in us all.
Yeah.
Home Improvement. Power Pussy Pursuit.
Yeah.
See, that's a better name. Tim's like, my wife hasn't been given to me recently. I gotta go find some more.
You know what's funny about this show is you know how like he had that hot like lady that was behind that was on the show?
Yeah.
I remember watching it as a kid, and like I'm so stupid, and as a kid my brain is so fried. I was just like, why doesn't he just marry her? Like she's like so much hotter.
Alpha male kid Spencer.
Yeah, Chad Spencer.
Chad Spencer.
Just
like 10-year-old Chad Spencer.
What if Tim just fucked her? Like, well, that would be a cool episode.
What if Tim fucked her?
I think on the pilot it was Pamela Anderson.
Was it?
I believe so.
Dude, I haven't seen this show in so long. I couldn't give you like a single plot of an episode. I have no clue. I haven't been reading any of this, so I don't know what's going on. But I couldn't give you like a single plot of an episode. I remember like the set for like when they did the show, and then I remember the guy, the other guy, like his like neighbor guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, the guy in the fence.
Yeah.
That's it though. And I don't know, like he has 3 sons.
What's the guy behind the fence's name?
I want to say Wilson, but I don't know.
Wilson. I think you're right. Yeah. So
every time I say Wilson, I think of Tom Hanks.
It was played by Tom Hanks. That's interesting.
And then when I think of Tom Hanks, I think of Woody. Then I think of Woody. I think of Buzz Lightyear, and then I think of Tim Allen.
The 7 degrees of Tim Allen going back to Tim Allen. Okay, so you have a jump.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything. You have a run, and you have this like.
Wait, can you
harpoon?
just walk?
Did Tim have a harpoon?
Just walk normally for a second. That looks like he like got called to his son's principal's office.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The walk, he's like, oh fucking, I'm gonna fucking beat that kid's ass. Whoa, what is that? Like a nail gun?
I guess if you just tap it, it's like a nail gun. And then if you hold it, it turns into like a harpoon.
What the fuck? fuck is going on? Well, wait. So where are we? I don't remember this in the show. Are you?
And tapping A shoots nails out. Okay.
Why is it going all different directions? That's what you want in a platform. It's a projectile that.
Well, it's more realistic. This is Home Improvement's a realistic show, and it's
you more realistic. Meanwhile, you're like jumping over some like grassy ass platforms and like this floating ethereal space.
Here's the deal: is you were not paying attention to the plot. There is a plot here. They're looking for these new power tools. And it turns out somebody has stolen them, and so they're going through the sets. They're going through the Hollywood lots trying to find them. So this is the set.
You didn't read that either.
No,
Did you cheat? Did you read this beforehand?
That's what the thing was. It's a set, and they're going through the sets of these shows.
So we're in a dinosaur show.
Yeah. Remember the show Dinosaurs? This is the set of dinosaurs.
Not the baby.
Not the baby. Yeah. Oh, you can't fall down.
Oh man.
The kids have to.
Oh, never mind. I thought that for some reason I thought his kids were coming in just to like gang up on him.
Yeah.
Get him!
to gang rape their father. Yeah.
No. I was thinking like they just start like he, like the game over screens where the character like falls over and it says game over. I imagine Tim falls over and it says game over, and all three of his sons just run up, and start kicking him. While he's in like the fetal position on the ground.
Yeah.
Get up!
Look at this.
Take this, Dad!
Look at this shit.
Wow.
What an animation.
That is.
Yeah. Home Improvement. Love that show. That was a good show in the 90s. That was like a...
Do you love it? Do you love it? That's
I
a
do.
strong word.
I think I do. I remember enjoying it quite a bit. I haven't really watched it in a long time, but I remember in the 90s it was definitely upper echelon of the sitcoms. It had an interesting niche because it wasn't like a Friends, it wasn't like a Seinfeld. It kind of fit its own mold, and I think it was good for that.
Did it? I don't know. It kind of just felt like, to me as a kid, it always felt like just like another family one, but like they had like the show part.
Well, it kind of, but I think that the thing that was good about it was that, one, I think Tim Allen is fantastic. He is really one of the greats, and his interplay with just like the Wilson character, and then with the kids and with his wife, really. And then the show, like weird show portion, which was odd, but that whole thing, I think he had really good chemistry with everybody, and without him, if they just replaced him with like another actor, I think it would have just been a really bland show. But Tim, he had all those cool sound effects. Remember all the sound effects he'd make? He goes, like that's uniquely him.
Yeah, I guess that also always felt like this tropes, like the catchphrase, like the "did I do that?" like that kind of catchphrase, it's just like a sound effect. But I guess Home Improvement was always like that show that I watched when like nothing was on, like nothing else was on. Like I flipped over to fucking like Nickelodeon or something, and they were showing something I didn't want to watch, and I was just like, what else is coming on? And I'd see Home Improvement. I'm like, okay.
I think I agree with you on that, but that's the thing about it being a sitcom, was that it would be on, and it would be like after a cartoon or something. So you're just like, but that's the thing, is I never changed the channel. Like I would just be like, well, this is probably the best thing on, and so I just keep watching it. And to be fair, like what else could you want, out of a TV show, is that people just tend to watch it.
I mean, you could have been looking for Frasier.
That's true. Maybe if I was more
the Home Improvement, I think, is in like the C echelon.
No,
the B echelon.
B I can settle for, yeah.
Of sitcoms, but Frasier is an S.
S?
You could have been. Yes, Frasier's in the ass.
In the ass?
Top. Yeah, Frasier's in the ass and in the ass.
Okay.
Maybe not Frasier. I think his brother Niles wanted it. But, just somebody in that show definitely did.
Yeah, definitely.
So, welcome everybody. We played Home Nintendo. It went about as well as you expected if you clicked on this video. That is one of those.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Okay.
I kind of like that.
So it's like a Batman Forever grapple hook.
Yes.
I can only reference past episodes.
Right. Oh no, I get it.
This looks awful. You're back in this little cubby. How do you get out of here?
I don't know.
There's a little bouncing box down there, which is I remember that from Home Improvement.
Yeah, known for its bouncing boxes. Okay, so the point, like the general gist of Home Improvement, was that they would like they'd be like have like sitcom problems,
Yeah.
You know, your general. Tim the Toolman Taylor is having trouble with his wife.
Yeah.
And
one of his sons has pubes or something, right?
Yeah,
First time.
Yeah, I think that was the pilot episode.
His son has
Like,
pubes.
what if our son had pubes? Okay, that's relatable. Let's work with that. And they would go, you know, he would talk about it a little bit on the show, which is always a good idea. And then they would resolve it by Wilson would solve it. Oh, okay, you can shoot these walls with the nail.
So really, Wilson was the hero of the show.
100%. Yeah.
So like Wilson was like, Tim, you dumbass.
Yeah. Tim.
Stop telling your son he's a freak because he's growing pubes.
Yeah, Tim.
What the fuck? How do you aim down there? Just random? That's awful. That's fucking... Dude, that is fucking awful.
Yeah.
No. That's not how the game's designed. There's no way. Dude. Oh, yeah, dude. Hold on, wait. This song might save it. I like the song.
Yeah, it should always end with that. But yeah, Wilson would solve their problems by pulling down his pants and making them suck his penis through that wall.
He's like, yeah. There's like a glory hole in the fence.
Yeah.
He's like, "Ooh, I wonder whose dick this is." And then Tim's like, "You're not getting me this time, Wilson." He's like, "No, try it. Let's find out who's it." Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is that a chainsaw?
He'd say, "What seems to be the problem, Tim?" And Tim would say,
Yeah.
"What? Oh well, the wife doesn't want to suck my dick anymore." He's like, "Well, tell you what. To solve it, why don't you put your dick through here and I will suck on it." And then he does, and then he just and then Wilson just sucks on his penis until he comes. And he goes, "Oh, thank you." Oh.
That's what neighbors are for, Tim.
That's what neighbors are for. I'm just here to help out. Uh-oh.
Get up! I don't know. It's the way they run up to him.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that a chainsaw?
Motherfucking chainsaw!
What?
Tim will skin your ass raw.
What if by the end of this game you end up in a cabin and you're fighting deadites? It just slowly turns into Evil Dead.
Yeah.
You're like blue shirts ripped up because like Ash wears, you know, so your blue shirt gets kind of ripped up and you're like disheveled.
Can we tell everybody where we're at with the Quest of the Worst right now?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Do you have the? I don't have the.
Yep.
You haven't pulled up. So.
I got it all here. We got number 1, the worst game, or no, sorry, the best game is Batman Forever at number 5. Number 4 is Bubsy 3D. Number 3 is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Number 2, the second worst game of all time, is Mortal Kombat Game Boy. And the worst game of all time so far has been The Simpsons Wrestling. So we'll see if anything can be worse than The Simpsons Wrestling. The criteria is kind of all over the place, but it's just a holistic was it bad? So we'll try to find that out today.
And there's a possibility that if Home Improvement makes this nice list here, that Batman Forever will get bumped off.
True. Yep.
Yeah. So Batman might be the first game to ever get bumped off the list.
Did we not bump something on?
No, I think this is episode 6. I think we're currently on episode 6.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the first time we've ever reached our 5-game cap on the list.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah, one of these will be gone by the end of this episode, so you have to stay tuned to find out which one. I mean, Batman Forever would be the one, but unless this is better than Batman Forever, which it might be.
You said that like Donald Trump, which it might be. You just like, it's like, like when Donald Trump's in like mid conversation and then he realizes like you could tell he just had a thought in his brain how he could just swerve the conversation. He's like, which it might be.
It might be better. Who knows?
Batman Forever, but Home Improvement,
It's a good game. People love it. People love Batman Forever.
People love that Tim Allen. Timothy Allen.
He says ho. He says ho a lot. Makes the noises. We like the noises.
So I don't know how much there is to really talk about. This could be the first game on Quest where I'm really questioning what there is to really talk about, because we played, meaning Spencer played. That's how the show works, and Spencer made it through one level of Home Improvement.
Yeah,
and
well, I you get the gist of it. You get the gist.
I'm not trying to like this isn't hyperbole or like, I'm not trying to make it sound worse than it is, but it looked pretty abysmal just watching you play this game. It did something that is, I think, worse than some of the other candidates that we've had on the show, like Bubsy or Mortal Kombat Game Boy. It was uninteresting. It was bad and uninteresting. And I was watching you play, and I don't know how long we even recorded that. It felt like I was in purgatory watching that. But we only saw one stage, and I felt like I was there for 3 years.
Okay. Interesting.
I was so fucking bored at this one.
Well, okay, but I will say some things to its credit. I like that it was a collectathon instead of a traditional left to right platformer. Not because I think one is better than the other, but I think that makes this more of an exploratory game, which is unique. And there was level design in it. It was a little bit flawed, but there was still level design in it where we learned as we played that what we were supposed to do and how we were supposed to do, like, go about doing it. And I think that is something. Graphically, it was a little flat, especially considering when it came out. You said 94. So, like, I think they learned a couple tricks by then to make it not look so bland, but it just looked flat. So they could have worked on that. But I don't think it was abysmally terrible. I do think it was bad, and we can get into some of the things I didn't like about it as we go. But I probably wouldn't think it's number one. I don't think it's worse. Anyway, that's something we do later. But yeah. It's just like the idea of doing a collectathon 2D platformer, I think, is
something that is unique, and I've seen a few other games try it. The problem with this game, I think, in particular, is at least with the one stage that we managed to get through,
Hmm.
is there just there was nothing interesting to explore.
True.
Uh, the level designs are just kind of the same looking, like the same surfaces and like looking flat areas or like inclines.
Hmm.
And then every once in a while they'll sprinkle in like a dinosaur in the stage. You have to like fight off or something.
Yes.
Um, so it's like the, doing an open like collectathon 2D platform, a cool idea, but you have to actually like want to explore and like look around.
Yeah, I think it. That's kind of the problem. Is that it followed almost like a Metroid style of game, except that it doesn't have Metroid's curiosity and their atmosphere, which would be kind of funny.
Well,
But
it's still like a level to level based game. So
right.
I
That's what I
wouldn't.
mean. That's what I mean is that it's like it has Metroid. It plays like a Metroid game, but it's encapsulated to the point that it's like Metroid, but very like in bite-sized chunks that you just resolve. Because it's got that like exploration, but only to like a very specific, like it's very like closed off, and then you just go to another Metroid like place that's also very closed off. Which is an interesting idea. It almost reminds me of like I feel like there's a Kirby game I played like on the Game Boy Advance that kind of reminded me of that. Can't remember.
Amazing Mirror.
Maybe that was it, but yeah, just like little bite-sized chunks of Metroid. But yeah, you're right. Isn't that there's nothing like it ends with the idea. It's like the idea was
Yeah.
let's put him in a dinosaur stage. That's literally where the creativity ended. They're like, okay, it's a stage that looks kind of prehistoric and there's dinosaurs in it. Like that's it. Like there's nothing beyond that.
And I like the idea of them doing like an exploration game. I think if they would have gone full tilt and done a Metroid type game, but with this, it could have worked because you're in pursuit of tools. So the idea of getting a different tool and then it helping you progress
Mm-hmm.
would have worked. You know,
Yeah.
be like, oh man, I got the drill. Now I can drill up these things or something. Oh man, I got the hammer. Now I can fix a bridge. I don't know. You know, there's ideas that could help this kind of gameplay that they clearly had at their disposal, and they
Mhm.
chose the laziest route, which was just
Whoa.
not nothing.
You know that their time to develop this game was probably 2 months.
Absolutely short because because the name's absolute.
That's true. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, this came out. No, hold on, let me look at the article again. It came out in November '94, and it was the same when Disney hired them. When did Magical Mystery Tour? Oh my God, the Goofy game that they got hired because they completed came out in January,
And this came out when?
November.
Hmm. Well, it doesn't. I mean,
So they had.
we
so
don't
they,
know that. We
I
don't know how long they had.
Well, we know that they hired based on the fact that they finished the Goofy game.
Mm-hmm.
So somewhere within a year they had. We know that much.
Within like 10 months, right?
10 months. Yeah. Somewhere within 10 months at least.
At least.
Is
At the
when
most.
we know they had enough.
At the most.
At the most.
Yeah. So
Who's winning a fight? Goofy or Tim Allen? I was kidding.
the fans.
Nothing to do with that.
The fans will win. Because they'll get to see a real good brawl.
Who?
Ooh?
Put down that nail gun.
Yeah. It's just a battle of like weird sounds. Yeah.
So you died?
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck is even happening? Let me pull up the Wikipedia. Okay. Home Improvement Power Tool Pursuit was published by Absolute Entertainment, which Disney hired to produce the game after it completed another game based on a Disney property, Goofy's Hysterical History Tour, which I actually played that. I think I like, you know, we did Disney month, I think last year, right?
Yeah.
And I almost played that as like my game talk game, and I remember it being really bad. So that's not a good sign.
Well, Disney hired them after they completed a game. That's
they
their
completed Goofy's history tour.
that's their requirement, is that you have to complete a game.
There's not much on it. There's literally just that about the development, and then critical reception, which
was good. Oh.
I don't. You know what? Actually, you know what? It's kind of down the middle, honestly.
Critics were split. Critics were torn.
We could talk about that during the actual podcast portion, but that's weird. A Sega Genesis version was planned but never released. Damn it! Could you imagine this, but with blast processing?
It would be so much better.
There has to be something like jump or something. Pogo stick or something you can get, right?
You can do that.
That's not pogo.
You can do this.
That's a jackhammer.
Yeah.
Most
Oh,
of
man.
those about jackhammers, you know. Don't fall.
Yeah. It's my eternal struggle. Ow.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Roblox, oof, oof.
Oh shit! Look at that little ones.
Okay, if we're on a TV set, then what are we fighting right now?
Real dinosaurs. I told you, it's a set of the dinosaur show. Those were real dinosaurs.
I hope we get to
Remember
kill
how
Alf.
lifelike they were?
Oh, that's like one of the stages.
Let's kill Alf.
Yeah, I like Alf.
Remember Alf?
Yeah, remember Alf.
He's
Hey,
bad.
hey, audience! Hey, audience! Remember Alf?
Yeah.
He did come back recently for like a phone commercial.
Oh wow.
Because I remember seeing it and being like, what? Alf?
Alf, no.
I want to bring back like really random stuff like that for like really random advertisements. I'm gonna bring back Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh hell yeah. Okay.
But I'm gonna use Harry to sell like Grubhub or something.
Yeah.
Really out there. This is the best part of the game so far, is the song.
Oh, you like this song?
Yeah. You don't?
You don't?
You don't? Is the song not good enough for Spencer? Spencer's too good for the Home Improvement song?
I find the song pedantic.
I think part of why I meant to watch an episode of Home Improvement before we did this recording, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Because I mean, why? Because like, why would I really? But part of my memory of the show has been clouded by that other show he did, the recent one.
Oh, okay.
Whatever it's called.
I don't watch TV, so I have no idea.
What the fuck is that show called? It's like, it's another like show where he plays a guy that owns like a fishing store or something. And he has like 2 daughters and stuff. I forgot what, like Modern Man, Family Man, Average Man. I don't know what it's called. Something Man. But I believe they did an episode where they reference him as Tim the Toolman Taylor as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird that like,
yeah,
he's had 2 successful sitcoms, isn't it? That's kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like you're allowed 1, you know.
Oh, okay. You think he's hit
like
his
one
cap?
successful sitcom. I think as an actor you're allowed 1 successful sitcom and like 3 failed sitcoms.
And then it's done.
Yeah, that it's for a TV actor. Yeah, that's done. Because I don't really think of him as a movie actor. I mean, I know he was in the stuff and Toy Story, but like, are those really movies?
Yes, I mean, as much as... What kind of question is that?
It's fucking Santa Claus and Toy Story. I mean, yes, by definition, it's a movie, but like...
They were great movies. What? I loved them.
I mean,
I loved all of them. Well,
they're okay.
the Santa Claus movies are really good. The Toy Story movies, I like the first one, and then I think they fall off.
I've only ever seen the first 2 Santa Claus movies, I think. I know they had a third one, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're always the first ones are almost always the best. But I mean, I like Christmas. So maybe I'm biased on that.
I think the first Santa Claus movie was like he killed Santa Claus and became Santa Claus, right?
The first Santa Claus is the darkest because not only did he kill him, he ate him. He like that was part of the plot was that he had to eat Santa Claus.
Yeah, he was eating. His son came out. Tim Allen was hunched over dead Santa Claus, eating, like ripping out his organs.
Yeah, which was a stylistic choice, you know, for a kids movie. A lot of people were wondering what's up with that.
His son was like, "Dad!" And he was like, "I am now, bitch!"
Yeah.
And then the rest of the movie, like, you think it takes place in the North Pole and stuff, but really he's in a psych ward.
Yeah.
You know? Because he didn't actually kill Santa Claus, he killed a guy in a like Santa suit.
Yeah.
He just killed like a mall
He's killed like a mall Santa, yeah. It was very like a 90s like art house movie.
Yeah.
And then the sequel, they went back to like a kids movie, which I didn't.
Yeah, they were. But kind of. I mean, the second movie about like Santa needs to fuck, right? Like that's the second. Like
yeah,
like,
I mean, how often do you see that shit? It's
like he needs to find a wife, and like who wants to fuck Santa except for that song where that girl wants to fuck Santa? I guess so. That's fair.
Santa baby.
Santa baby, give me the cure for the measles. That was like back in the day.
Give me the cure for the measles. That's like a euphemism. Stick it in my ass.
I was trying to write the song, but like 200 years ago.
Yeah.
Santa baby, we don't know what causes polio. Help us.
Oh, I got my lightsaber again.
Man, I wish we were playing Star Wars.
Oh fuck yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in a perfect world they would have done something cool and adventurous, but we know that would never happen for
in a perfect world. I don't know if Home Improvement Power Tool Pursuit would exist.
Okay. Well, there's one perspective. It's not my perspective, but that's a perspective. But yeah, no, obviously
oh
we'd
my
want
God.
them. Oh, what's up?
Holy fuck, dude!
Okay.
I know the people that made this.
Like you've been to their house? Okay.
Yeah, I had breakfast with them. Dan Kitchen and David Crane. What the fuck? I didn't know they made this. They were developers that worked for Atari, then left Atari. Okay, so we're gonna just go on a little history lesson. Back in the day, back in 1977, 1978, whenever a developer worked for Atari, they would make a game. They didn't get credited for that game. So a lot of the Atari devs left and founded a little company. You maybe know. It's called Activision. And Activision was made of former Atari employees that wanted to get credit for their games.
Yeah. And
David Crane and Dan Kitchen were two of those developers that would go on to make a lot of other games, including Pitfall. Pitfall was developed by David Crane, who made this. So I did not expect to see like two legendary game developers attached to fucking Home Improvement. Yeah. What?
Well, I think this stands side by side with games like Pitfall and legendary games of that ilk. I'm sure he added this to his resume. If you go on his,
I'm sure
on his personal resume, it's got Home Improvement and then it's got highlights.
That just totally threw me off, because like my whole thing is like Atari and stuff, right? So like I know these fucking names, so whenever it popped up and I was like, what?
So was he an Absolute Entertainment? Like was he?
So the publisher was Absolute.
Oh, the publisher. Okay.
The developers was engineering, so maybe he worked for them. Yeah, engineering.
What else did engineering work on?
They have a pretty big list. Let me go down to like when this was made.
Yeah. What else was he working
looks
on at
like
the time?
looks like towards the end of their career, they made a bunch of garbage like shovelware games, like Ren Stimpy, and some of those Simpsons games, like Simpsons versus the like Radioactive Man or whatever.
How
You know,
ironic.
yeah, Barbie, that kind of stuff. But
They ended their career making the games that would have put Atari that put Atari that put gaming out of business for a while.
Looks like engineering started in 1988, and they made like ports of Commando to the Atari, Double Dragon, River Raid 2, Akari Warriors, like some pretty big names, you know, for the time period. A Boy and His Blob, that was a big one on NES. That was them. And I know David Crane made a Boy. And I'm trying. There's like some other ones, but yeah, it looks like they around the Super Nintendo time, they quickly slipped into that garbage, kind of like like Family Feud and Jeopardy, like, and then they ceased to exist. So there you go. But yeah, weird. I didn't know that's where David Crane's career ended up, is here. Did he make the? It doesn't say who made the. It says Absolute Entertainment. Okay, so Absolute Entertainment published and made the Goofy game, but then they got Imagineering. So our timeline could be incorrect because we don't know who. Like, we don't. Absolute didn't develop this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets stickier.
So wait, Absolute also develops games, but didn't develop this one. Like they developed the Goofy game.
Yeah, they developed the Goofy one. It looks like.
And then
David Crane did work for Absolute, so I'm unclear the relationship between Absolute and the engineering.
Okay, well, there's some kind of relationship there.
Gary Kitchen formed Absolute, who was one of the Activision guys. So I'm guessing some of the Activision guys left Activision at one point and then formed Absolute.
Who knows, man? This is a wormhole.
We're going the rabbit hole we fell down. The Home Improvement episode.
Yeah,
is baffling.
we're essentially Home Improvement is the catalyst for finding out what happened to like the legendary names in Atari, in like all those development cycles. It's the final boss of the Atari movie. It's the Home Improvement. Power Tool Pursuit.
No, dude, this is like if I made an Atari / like Activision, probably do Activision honestly, but like an Activision documentary.
Yeah.
I would like open it up and I'd be like, "Here's Home Improvement for Super Nintendo."
Yeah,
that's where it'd start.
Yeah,
that's the hook. That's the hook. You were like, "What?"
It's just a picture of the Home Improvement and Power Tool Pursuit. You say, "You're probably wondering how we got here."
3 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
Are we still on the first stage?
Yeah, this is hard.
This might be the first quest for the West where we don't get off the first stage.
But not the last.
But not the last. Oh, well, yeah, dude, the song's back.
This song happens a lot.
It's a good song.
Oh, no! Wait. Oh, no! I jumped through the fucking thing.
It's a collectathon?
I jumped through the
fucking... 3 crates left.
I jumped through it.
Can you jackhammer down?
Oh, good question. Good question.
Nope. Oh, wait. Go back. Yes, that block.
This one?
That one.
Nope.
No, nothing. Oh, I thought it like changed colors for a second. I thought it was doing something.
Oh. Remember Jonathan Taylor Thomas was in Home Alone.
What the fuck? Home Alone?
Or sorry, Home Improvement.
It's like Home Alone. Shoot, which one of the Wet Bandits was? Dude, that's a good fucking movie. I watched Home Alone recently.
That is a good movie, yeah.
Like for Christmas. I watched it on Christmas.
I watched it on most Christmases.
Do you watch the first one or both the second one too?
Mainly the first one. I sometimes watch the second one. The second one's pretty good.
I like the second one. Yeah, I like the second one. And after that, I'm not touching it. I think I've watched the fourth one once, and I was like, "What the fuck is this kid? Like, what's going on?"
Norm Macdonald did a really good joke about Home Alone. He said they were trying to cast the third. Like, this was obviously back in the day. So they're getting ready to cast the third one, but they have to replace him as an actor because because he was getting older.
Yeah.
And they said if this time if he was Home Alone and he was as old as he was, he would have to be retarded.
Well, I love the idea because like Macaulay again and stuff, you know. I love the idea of them doing a new one with Macaulay Culkin as Kevin.
Yeah.
And just not addressing his age, like the issue with like him being like 30 or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that would be hilarious if they just played it straight. Yeah. And I don't know why Disney hasn't hopped. I would totally hop on that. I'd be like, yeah, it's just Home Alone again, but there really shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Like, Kevin, we need to talk. He's like, what do you mean, Mom? The burglars are coming to kill me. Like, you need to get a job, son.
I'm gonna set up the Tinker Toys.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's like setting traps around the house in case they come back, and he's like 40.
Yeah.
And they're like I'm Kevin, scarred, Mom.
Kevin, we're gonna sell the house. Your father and I are gonna move to Florida.
Yeah.
We need to retire.
Like, well, I'm gonna need to set these booby traps just in case, you know.
So you're saying I'm home alone again forever?
Well, there won't be a home to be alone at. You're getting, we're going to sell
the burglars. The burglars are just like the real estate agents.
Yeah.
And the people that are coming for the open house.
Yeah. Wow. This is a good twist.
This is a good idea. I'm telling you.
This is this is marketable, I think, because it touches on so many things like trauma.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big thing that kids talk about now, right?
Yeah. So I think the problem with doing Home Alone when he's like a teenager is that he would just be like masturbating, right?
Yeah, endlessly.
It'd be like, I'm home alone. Flap, flap, flap.
What am I gonna do?
like he just immediately drops his pants and is going to town.
Oh my God, how great would that be?
It's just shots of him masturbating all over that, like in like different areas of the house.
But like
I've never done it in the pantry before.
But he grows up with the audience, because like the kids that were watching Home Alone, that was the fantasy, is he could do anything he wanted. He'd like play with his toys and kill people, and then now he gets to do just like all the kids that grew up with it. They're like, I would masturbate, and he says, so will I, and that's what he does.
Yeah, he has like a 5-day jack sesh.
His eyes are just bloodshot.
He has really good vision, though. No, I was kidding. No, wait, no, mind. It's the opposite. He's blind, right? They say if you masturbate too much, you go blind, right? That's what
supposedly, but I mean, I'm seeing perfectly clear. I'm seeing 2020.
Yeah, I see 2040. I can see into the future.
I've been masturbating into the future. Oh man.
Critical reception reviews at the time were just mixed to positive. GamePro gave Home Improvement Power Tool Pursuit a mixed review, calling it like Pitfall with power tools, which makes sense because of David. They commented that the game plays well and is easy to pick up on, has solid graphics, but features mediocre music. I disagree. And concluded that it would be fun for side-scrolling fans and enthusiasts of the TV show, but is not challenging enough for hardcore players, which I guess we're not hardcore because we only got past the first stage. Mike Wigand of EGM called it an intriguing action title with some cool weapons and excellent graphics. Less favorable towards the game was Entertainment Weekly, which was turned off by the concept of Tim Allen fighting enemies like dinosaurs and alien beasties. Alien beasties. Nintendo Power claiming that despite its fun worlds and many types of attacks, it suffers from awkward control, poor placement of objects that artificially increased the difficulty, which I think was like was a thing at the time, right? We talked about that. Batman.
Well, this game had its own. I agree with it that it is awkward because like those walls that would be destroyed, you destroy them with stuff.
Yeah.
They don't destroy immediately. Like they take a lot of hits, which is bizarre because like it doesn't improve the game. It just has you mashing the button until the thing goes away. It doesn't actually change the gameplay at all. It's just annoying. But also, if you remember the nail gun, it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't shoot in a straight line. It doesn't shoot at at a reliable target.
That's the first thing I noticed. Yeah, whenever you were shooting it off, I was what?
So when you're just trying to destroy those blocks, you're like often missing the target, but not because you can't see it or not because you can't aim. You just can't aim. Like you're not allowed to aim. So it's very artificial and like pointless. I'm curious what the design, like everything you got to look at from a design decision, because it wasn't an oversight. You can't look at that and say like they missed that. They designed it to be that way. So like, why? Like what was the reason for that?
They purposely designed it to do to be difficult to use.
Yeah, that's a baffling decision.
Yeah. So like the scores was like EGM gave it a 33 out of 50. EP Daily gave it a 7 out of 10. GamePro gave it a 14 out of 20. Nintendo Power gave it a 12.2 out of 20. Video Game and Computer Entertainment gave it a 25 out of 40. Electronic Games gave it a B, and Entertainment Weekly gave it a C. So like pretty down the middle.
I would say slightly up.
Yeah, slightly up. There are some of those that are like way too high, like 7 out of 10. And what was the other one? Like 14 out of 20. Like that's a little.
You said this was November 94?
No.
And when did Donkey Kong Country come out?
I know it was 94. Let me look it up. Donkey Kong Country. I should know because it's like my favorite game. November, same month.
Okay, I was gonna say if it came out like even slightly earlier.
It doesn't give a release. It doesn't give an actual release date on the DK Country. It came out on November 18th.
Yeah, so it's like if it came out earlier, it would make more sense. But I was just thinking, like games at the time, you could see better games of that ilk.
Yeah.
But I guess that came out around the same time. Okay.
I mean, literally my favorite game of all came out. So.
Well, but again, if it came out around the same time, maybe not. But in general, like I'm sure there was a better platformer that had come out before. I mean, Super Mario World.
Mario World.
But I guess it's slightly different. It's a little bit different, but still, like I think a lot of better games had come out. It's weird that they would put this game, and just be like kind of happy with it.
I'm curious what else was like. I'm trying to think of like big ones. I mean, obviously like Mega Man X, I think was out, right?
Mega Man X. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be better.
Can you just show me the fucking release date? Yeah. Mega Man X came out a year prior in December of '93. So there's already one right there. That's better than Home Improvement, which isn't hard.
Yeah, it's just more looking for like a series of like a bunch of games that they could use. But I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's. I don't think it's like a terrible game, but it is very boring. Like, because we got to the second level and it was literally the same thing, just darker.
Oh Lord, dude! Super Metroid was already out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my god! It was same year.
Kind of a different game, but
April. Yeah, but I was just thinking of like what big games were out for Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't know. This game, I think it's competent in what it set out, mostly what it set out to do, but it just seems like the aim was so low. Like
It's just boring.
Yeah. I would never play this. I guess the only reason a human being would play it is because of the Home Improvement logo, and even then we were kind of questioning like if that would even work. Like, what?
And and it's not even like because like some of the games we request is like I would play it for like a funny haha. Like if I have friends around me and I'm like, hey guys, check out this stupid fucking game, and I pop in Bubsy or something. Like, yeah, we're gonna laugh at it.
Yeah.
I don't even that doesn't really have any like room on this game. Like it's not really like I'm not gonna pop this in because it's like it's you see all there is to see like right away, and it's like
right.
Like then that's it. Yeah, I don't know, man.
You ready to rank it?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to rank it.
All right, we're switching over to.
Sorry, David Crane. Sorry, Dan Kitchen. Go watch Turbo Zone. I've praised plenty of your other games.
Not this one, apparently.
Not this one.
Oh, okay. All right, number 1, we have The Simpsons Wrestling. Is it worse than that? I would say no.
No, that's gonna be hard to top.
Okay, here's a good one. Mortal Kombat Game Boy.
Ooh, I think they're cut from a similar of being like boring, like being mechanically sound but boring. But I don't think it's worse because Mortal Kombat on Game Boy is like almost insulting.
Well, and I would argue Mortal Kombat Game Boy is not mechanically sound. I would argue.
That's true. I mean, like I was thinking like the mechanics there.
The mechanics are there.
Yeah.
Yes, they are there. there are mechanics.
So no, it's not worse than Mortal Kombat Game Boy.
Okay, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay.
Ooh, our newest edition.
Here's the thing with that game, though. I think it offered something interesting.
I kind of like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't good, no.
But
interesting?
Interesting,
like,
yes.
Yeah. Like, I would actually kind of explore that game some more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would explore Home Improvement at all, so I think that's the spot. Yeah, I think it needs to go
worse than.
I think
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, it's worse than Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Because sometimes sometimes all a game needs to do to be bad is just be uninteresting. It's just not a fun game to like exist around.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we have here.
Okay, I agree with you. So we're going to put in the number 3 slot, Home Improvement.
Just put Home Improvement SNES. We don't have to put the fucking...
No. Power Tool Pursuit.
No. I just like that no you. I just like the no you deliver.
No.
No. I shall get it right.
Which now our list is The Simpsons Wrestling, Mortal Kombat Game Boy, Home Improvement, Power Tool Pursuit, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and the best game on the worst list is Bubsy 3D. I would feel...
Bye, Batman.
Bye, Batman. Yeah, you're too
Bye,
good.
Batman.
Too good for this list. I would be kind of sad if Bubsy 3D was off the list.
I know, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We've developed a love for Bubsy 3D on this show.
Mm-hmm. Who'd have thunk?
And nothing. I mean, Batman did go under it. As like it wasn't as bad. But I don't know. Like with the kind of games we're gonna be playing on this show, I don't know how long Bubsy will stay.
Bubsy can't hold on.
Yeah, Bubsy can hold on.
Hang in there, kitty.
I'm gonna put up a picture of that poster. Hang in there. But like, I'm gonna put Bubsy's head over the.
Yeah. Well,
Especially because we don't have a pick for next episode. Usually we announce the next episode.
maybe we could do like a
But
user submission. Was there any good
yeah,
ones?
probably. We have a list of some user ones. So I didn't prepare anything to like announce. I just figured just go into the next one blind.
Yeah.
So who knows what game we may pick your game for next episode of Quest for the Worst. If there's a game you want to see us play, leave it in the comments, and we might touch it in the future.
Yeah. Might.
Might. Probably won't. I'm just kidding. Dude, Absolute Entertainment made this. I miss the era of American game companies used to start their company names with A because they wanted to get ahead of each other in the phone book.
Oh.
So it'd be like Activision, and then it'd be like Absolute, and it'd be like, Accolade.
Aardvark
Like they were all
Entertainment, yeah.
Aardvark, yeah. Assfuck.com or whatever. They were always trying to like one up each other. And like now that phone books aren't a thing, that's not a thing you have to do anymore. But I kind of miss that. I wish all American game companies just started with an A. So they were trying to like fight for real estate in the phone book.
That's crazy. I had no idea. I didn't know that. That's
yeah.
wild.
That's why like Accolade is Accolade, and Absolute is Absolute.
Is that what they assumed like a company would do? Is they would, and maybe they're right, is that they would go like, I need somebody to make this game. Let me open my phone book and look for a company.
Yeah, and if you're based out of like California or whatever, and there's like 50 other game companies around.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like you want to be the first to see, I guess.
Different times,
but we're not different guys. Welcome, come back next time on Quest for the Worst. We'll play a game. It will probably be awful, but you're gonna love it. We're gonna love it because we are the best hosts on the internet. Me and Spencer. Spencer is frozen in fear. It's okay though. This happens 8 times a day. He shits himself. He freezes. And he sits there for about 30 minutes in his own stool. Ladies, that is the man you have been listening to on this show. He's dead now. Did you ever watch Shoot 'Em Up? The movie Shoot 'Em Up?
No.
Paul Giamatti plays the villain.
That's exciting.
It's about a homeless man who's a hitman, and he has amazing like sharpshooting senses and eyesight, and literally all he eats are raw carrots.
Okay.
Because the carrots are supposed to like improve your vision.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why. I always thought that was hilarious. Spencer, I don't think you're gonna make it over this gap. Give up. That just leads back down to where you were earlier.
Yeah,
right?
but I think I need to somehow collect that box.
The box. Yeah, we need to get all the boxes to clear the stage.
Yeah. I think that's the only one I need.
Was Tim flexing? Tim, stop.
Tim, do this. This will solve your problems. Let me go back around, I guess. But yeah, I'm a little stuck here.
I don't like how big that chainsaw is compared to him. Like that's the size of his body. That's like Final Fantasy VII Buster Sword. Ridiculous.
That's where they got the inspiration.
If you do Tim too much, you turn into Banjo.
Oh, you're right. You don't want that. You do
that's
not
a good
want
game.
that. Ooh.
Dude, I cannot. Okay, down. No, wait. Go back. Go down. Go down there. There you go. There you go. 1 crate left. We have to at least beat this stage. What? Oh my god. Okay, what kid, because I assume this was made for kids, And
It's an
whatever year
assumption.
this came out. Yeah, whatever. What was the release date for this? 94, November of 94. Oh man, that's what a bad time. Like, you know what else came out that time?
What's that?
Fucking Donkey Kong Country. Like,
All right, so two basically even games.
yeah, 2 games of even quality.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, what kid loves Home Improvement enough to want to play this?
I was thinking that too. Like, what is the market for this? Because
Because I never thought Home Improvement was something I enjoyed when I was younger, but I never thought it was like a particularly like kid-centric show.
Yeah, it was just more like a family show. You'd watch it with your family and enjoy it. But like, like what kid was ever like, man, I wish I was him.
My favorite show is Home Improvement. You know, that's the kid that you beat up in the fucking in the playground during recess. The kid that says Home Improvement's their favorite show.
Yeah. So I kicked his ass.
I like Ninja Turtles. I like Power Rangers. I like Tim the Toolman Taylor. Oh, wait, Jackhammer. No, those have to break. That's how you have to get in there.
Okay.
Those are the breakable blocks. But how do we do it? Okay. No. Wait. There was a platform to your left. I think you have to like shoot across, like shoot them down. Yeah. And then go back up to where you were, and then jump across. Get your nail gun out. No, get your nail gun. No, get your nail gun out. No, get your no.
This is the button for nail gun.
You can't switch.
I don't
like shoulder button or something. Like a Mega Man X style.
No, it's not letting me switch.
Oh lord.
Oh, it is cutting through it though.
Okay, so there you go. That's the plan. Then jump and. That's the play. I thought you had like a Mega Man X style rotation system or something. There you go. There you go. Okay, now I'll get back up there and jump across. Yes! Dude! Set complete!
Oh, now it's giving me my score. Okay.
Yeah. I'm Tim Allen. Tim Allen wins.
Yeah.
We're back.
Let's set 1, 2.
God damn it. Stage 2, and I'm already sick of this environment. Oh wow! I hope you get him.
All right, are we good here?
We haven't found any use for that jackhammer. Yeah, look, we made it to the second stage. That's as much as we're gonna fucking play.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. This is the first. I want you to know if this is where we're stopping. This is the end of the episode. I want the audience to know this is the first time recording gameplay that I've ever gotten I'm good.
Heard it here first.
It's going down in Quest for the Worst.
Heard it here first, live on the Button Mappers. I'm good.
All right, I'm good.